G'day team, Jeremy Britton, 24-hour wealth coach, sitting in my house tonight rather than sitting down on the beach. And I've been cleaning up my house a lot this week as I'm moving out and leaving the country. And what I want to do in this video is a number of things, just a little bit of reflection back on the last 10 years or so, and also looking at the importance of having a mentor, the importance of goal setting, and also giving a shout out to one of my first mentors, Jamie McIntyre. Now, I met Jamie on the 24th of February 2005. I know that date because I kept the bus ticket to claim on my tax when I was going to see this guy. Back then, Jamie gave me a copy of his book, What I Didn't Learn at School But Wish I Had. I knew Jamie was a technical kind of guy. He knew a lot about shares and property. And at the time I was financial planning. I was working for a major bank. I was working about 60 or 70 hours a week. I was making a lot of money. I didn't have any passive income, and I also didn't have any knowledge of the mindset. And when I met with Jamie, it was because I couldn't attend his seminar the night before. And I actually asked if I could meet him for a coffee, and he gave me 10 minutes, which was great. And he gave me a copy of his book. Now, for me, being left-brained, analytical financial planner, I just wanted to pick up some strategy, anything I could look at that would make me the next amount of money. And Jamie gave me his book, which I sort of haven't flicked through, and he also gave me some advice about how to develop the mindset. Now, I'm looking in here, and there's a little bit of strategy stuff, but there's a lot in here about developing the millionaire mindset, about goal setting, raising your energy levels, and there's this, I don't know, weird sort of woo-woo mystical stuff that I just thought was a lot of hogwash at the time. But I did put down the goals. This is back in 2005, February 2005. Again, I was working very, very hard in financial planning. It was about 4 months before I had a heart attack. I didn't know that was coming at that stage. But I wrote down my short-term goals in Jamie's book, to be working 4 days a week rather than 6 days a week, to learn to meditate, have more time with family, to increase my income, to write books myself, to read more, to learn another language, to find a church that I actually liked and go to, and to build a Balinese ensuite in my house. That's interesting because I've started a church, and this week I'm moving to Bali to live there. And yeah, I've only been working 3 or 4 days a week for the last few years. It's interesting how the goals pan out even if you don't think you're working on them. I also wanted to spend more time at the gym, medium-term goals, wanted to have website and e-business. I'm doing things online now. I want to be able to gift and donate a lot of money away to churches and charities. I wanted to write more books. I want to learn another language and host functions and invite others to share my gifts and speak in public, as what Jamie was doing back then. And over the 10-year time frame, I wanted to work on my body and my health. I wanted to be a bit more hands-off with my business. I wanted to read more, write more, translate the complicated world of financial planning into simple language that other people could understand. I wanted to sponsor a network of churches and charities, and I wanted to have a foundation to educate and enrich the masses. Now, back in 2005, this was before the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation even started, and before a lot of the super wealthy people started having foundations. I picked that up just a couple of days ago when I was cleaning my house, found this and went, wow, because I am moving to Bali. I have started a church, I have started a charity, and I've just started a foundation just in the last couple of weeks. So all of those things I wrote down in the book have actually come true. Power of goal setting and the power of having a mentor. Jamie has pulled me out of my left brain into my right mind. Anybody who's looking for the book, by the way, now it actually looks very different. Big picture of Jamie and his Ferrari F560 Spider, or some sort of Ferrari on the front. So if you're looking for that, it's actually been expanded and updated. It's a good book now. But I wrote my book. There you go. After, I think it was about 6 months or 12 months after meeting Jamie, I published my book. And again, the things on my list, I've actually done those. I've met a few other mentors through Jamie. I actually met Jamie's millionaire mentor. Also hung out with Jamie at the Tony Robbins event down in Sydney that same year after I met him. And again, really expanded my mind, worked on my goals. For those people who are left-brained, write your goals down. For those people who are more right-minded, get yourself one of these vision boardy things. That's mine from several years ago, when I wanted to have the MX-5 and when I wanted to travel to Bali and have a lot more sex. I've done all of that. This is another vision board that I created a few years later after I'd been to Bali and I still wanted an MX-5 and a Tesla and having more money and more sex and that sort of stuff. And this is one I created just 2 years ago, and looking at being a benevolent billionaire, giving away a lot of money, going back to Bali, having some more children, and all sorts of stuff. I did have a picture of a leopard on this as well, and I managed to get myself a Bengal cat. As I say, I'm moving to Bali, and most of these goals, most of these things have actually come true, done, worked out, and not in the way that you think. So, very important. Have a mentor, have some goals, write them down, draw some pictures, and thank you, Jamie, for 10 years ago changing my life, broadening my horizons, and putting me in touch with other people who can support and enrich my life in many, many ways. Thank you.